Are we going live? Oh, I see it. I see it. Never mind.
Let a couple people get in and then I'll get it started.
Share this real quick. Hey, the brother said you need the code.
He
He
just tried to log in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm finna grab it right now. Salakia. Bear with us, Israel. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's 179798. Correct, does that hear me, sir?
Con 179-798.
Yeah, come on.
Call this brother right quick, Slocky.
Okay, sir. Yeah, but Shem El Shabrakatah, not desire search the water for tapping in. We're gonna get it started in a hot second. Bear with us, Israel. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, put y'all name, city, and state in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we can mark you down for attendance. Of course, we like to interact with the crowd and viewers. If y'all got any questions, comments, go ahead and put them in the chat. You get with the brother, sir?
Yeah, he's trying to get in right now.
Okay, come.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here he come.
There it is. And just click on your screen and just say add offset. I got you right here. Yeah, you in there?
I don't know what's up with my.
Oh yeah, Most High Christ. Your time. What's going on, Brody?
Hey, Shalom. How you doing, sir?
It's going down.
I'm Tawab. How you doing?
I'm Tawab, sir.
Hey, Most High Christ. You feel me? Man, anytime you want to get on, you know what I'm saying? Tap in.
Kind of what kind?
All right, let's get it. Let's get him share this thing up. Let's see, I shared it right there.
And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shem Shah Barak Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Lathan by Shem Shah to the sisters.
Mm-hmm.
My brothers with me today, man. We got priest officer 1K in this thing, you know what I'm saying? My brother, you feel me?
Appreciate you.
Up for that, brother. My nigga, man. Your top priest officer 50 in this thing. You feel me? We got an epic one going on tonight, and me, myself, I'm priest officer 50 Quran Yala. You know what I'm saying? And welcome to another installment of Nothing New Under the Sun. You feel me? So, what we do on this class and on this channel, you understand? Especially for this class, we like to go into past events in the scriptures and correlate them to what's going on today and show the parallels of what happened in the past and how we still live in the same type of conditions, the same type of events still happen, so forth and so on. So today we're going to get into Crafty Counsel. You understand? Yatab, if you could, Baba Kashai, look up the word crafty for me.
Khan.
Real Jake, Shalom Yahweh Shem Shah Barak Thah. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in. And anytime y'all want to jump in, go ahead and get up in here, man.
Yeah, most high Christ.
Once again, we going over Crafty Counsel. What is Crafty Counsel? You understand? What is that? How has that happened today and in the past?
Mm-hmm.
I got that when you're ready, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Crafty, from the Merriam-Webster dictionary, adapt in the use of subtlety and cunning.
Right. Crafty is being subtle or cunning, meaning being sneaky. You understand? Conniving, swift, subtle, like the scriptures call the snake in the garden, which was a man. He said he was the most subtle beast. You understand? And that's your oppressor today. You understand? And up under your oppressor today is the rest of these other nations who are confederate with him. Do me a favor, Baba Kashai.
You said keep reading?
Nah, look up counsel for
Counsel. Gotcha.
I got that when you're ready, sir.
Go ahead, Kashai.
Council, an assembly or meeting for consultation, advice, or discussion.
Right. So what Crafty Counsel is? It's a meeting. You understand? Of these nations coming together, and them coming together with conniving ways. You understand? Subtle ways, deceitful ways to oppress the children of Israel. You understand?
That's
and
right.
not only does that go on in the scriptures, but it actually goes on today. This is why when you look at the United Nations, you understand the children of Israel, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, we don't have a seat on the United Nations. You understand? And that's by design, because what's going on in them United Nations meetings is them discussing keeping the children of Israel oppressed 9 times out of 10 and coming up with different plans and plots and formulating different schemes in order to keep blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians up under their foot. You understand? If you could, Shah, can you go to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, and start at verse 1? While the brothers getting that, you understand? The crafty counsel that happens with the children of Israel today, you understand, is like we see it all the time, but we don't understand why the children of Israel are oppressed. We don't understand that the crack epidemic came from crafty counsel. We didn't understand why AIDS and a lot of these diseases being plagued on our community comes from these nations having meetings with each other, you understand, and being confederate with each other, wanting to the children of Israel, just like the Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, fell victim to these conquistadors, these so-called pilgrims, because they came together with plots and schemes, you understand, to keep the native Indians up under their feet, to rape, rob, and murder them, you understand, to steal their land, to steal their natural resources. They small pots and blankets, you understand? They came together and came up with a plot to kill off the buffaloes, you understand, to starve the native Indians out. You understand? They made all of these peace treaties and broke them, you understand, just because they want to deceive the native Indians so they could feel like, okay, these people was cool with us. We didn't went to war with them, you understand? And now they want to make peace with us. And then they reneged on every goddamn treaty that they gave to the Indians. You understand?
Right.
You got that for me?
Khan Khan.
Abu Kashaf.
This is Psalms 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Right. The book of Psalms was written by King David. You understand? He telling the Lord, keep not thou silence, O God. Me, step forward, you understand, and speak up, you understand, and not only speak up, but bring forth action against these nations, you understand, that's oppressing the children of Israel. Continue.
Hold not thy peace.
Right. Don't hold your peace. Don't sit back and let these goddamn heathens just torture us and devour us. You understand? Continue.
And be not still, O God.
Be not still, meaning put some action forth. You understand? Do what you promised to do to protect the children of Israel. You understand? Continue.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Hold on. Who make a tumult?
Thine enemies.
You understand? The Lord has enemies. You understand?
Right.
And the enemies of the Lord are these other nations, which we're gonna read about in a high second. But they make a tumult. A tumult is a loud, confucius noise. You understand? This is what's going on in that United Nations meeting. You understand? They making a tumult against the children of Israel, thus against the Lord. You understand? Because the Lord wants the children of Israel to reign on planet Earth. You understand? Like the Lord said in Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, above all nations. You understand? And these heathens, you understand, these other nations that hate the Lord, they make a tumult. You understand? Loud, confucius noise. You understand? Because they want to rule over the children of God. Continue.
And they that hate thee,
Right.
lifted,
Like it. They that what?
hate thee.
They hate the Lord. You understand? Of course, you can tell by their actions. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are the dear chosen people of God. And these same people, they want to oppress the children of Israel. They want to murder the children of Israel. They want to rob us of our resources, you understand, that we have built up in this empire up under them. And even before we came into their empire, they always want to rape, rob, and murder us. You understand? It says, Salaki, it said, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. You understand? They walking with their heads high and proud that they are devouring the children of Israel. You understand? Continue.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have did what?
Taken crafty counsel against thy people.
That's the United Nations. You understand? That's the Roman Senate back in the day. You understand? That's the Greeks. That's the Babylonians. You understand? That's the Assyrian Empire. That's the Persians and the Medes. That's all of these goddamn heathens. They've taken crafty counsel against the children of Israel. Continue.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
All right, they consulted against the Lord's hidden ones. Why we called hidden ones? You understand? Nobody believes that the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians of this world are the children of Israel. You understand? They consulted against us, meaning they've done so much evil against us. You understand? And this is their sole purpose of ruling on planet Earth. Because if the children of Israel are under your feet, you understand, then you have to be the kings and queens of the planet Earth, because the children of Israel are supposed to rule planet Earth. You understand? They've consulted against us. Continue.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Right. That's what's going on in these big United Nations meetings. You understand? They saying, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. How? By putting drugs in our community. You understand? Right. By indoctrinating our sisters to believe that they should murder their babies for a better life. You understand? By putting men and black women against each other so we don't get along and we don't grow families. You understand? by indoctrinating us with Christianity and us believing in all of these false religions and celebrating our slave masters' holidays. You understand? Continue.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right. Crafty counsel is the reason why blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are called nigger, are called spics, are called wetbacks, are called savages. This did like Crafty counsel is literally the reason why they calling Kanye West crazy and saying he's anti-Semitic, because they don't believe that the children of Israel are blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because the name of Israel is no longer in remembrance. You understand? Most black, Latinos, and Native Indians that live in the ghettos right now, if you tell them we Israelites, they're gonna be like, man, this nigga is crazy. You understand? Because they don't remember who they are. We don't remember our law, statutes, and commandments. We don't remember the Passover, the Day of Atonement. Nah, we remember Thanksgiving. We remember Christmas, Valentine's Day, Veterans Day, the 4th of July, all of this nonsense. And this is by design in those crafty council meetings. Continue.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
Right. They have consulted together with one consent. All of these nations have came together up under the nation of Edom, was a so-called Caucasian man, you understand? And they together with one consent. Continue.
They are confederate against thee.
Right. They confederate against the Lord, meaning all of these people have come together against God and the children of Israel. Continue.
The tabernacles of Edom.
So-called Caucasians. You understand? That's the tabernacles of Edom. Continue.
And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites. That's Arab people. You understand? Continue.
Of Moab.
Chinese.
And the Hagareans.
That's a tribe of Africans. Continue.
Gabal.
Samoa Africans.
And Ammon.
The Japanese and all of the rest of the Asians that come from under the umbrella of the Japanese.
And Amalek.
Amalek is your so-called Jewish man. That's his biblical name. Proven facts. You understand? Continue.
The Philistines.
The Philistines. Remember David fought Goliath? You understand? Goliath was a big-ass African. Excuse my French. You understand? He was a Canaanite. This is where you get the name Palestine from. You understand? The Philistines are a group of Canaanites that come from the children of Ham. You understand? Which Ham is the forefather of all Africans on planet Earth. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, we are not Hamitic, we Shemitic. You understand? We are children of Israel, and we are not related to the Africans, no means. You understand? Continue.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
You understand? Tyre, Samoa Africans. You could drop that. You understand? So basically, what King David is saying, you understand? All of these nations are confederate against God and the children of Israel. Karaja, you want to say something, sir?
Yeah, if I could. I was going to say, like, even now, you mentioned, like, you know, how they did it back in the day with these different nations, the Romans and the Greeks and the Persians and all these other nations that had us in captivity to keep us down. They doing it today in them police meetings before they head out for their day. Well, I forget what it's called, but, like, you know, they come together, they discuss which districts this person is going to, what detail you're going to be on, and they want this amount of arrest. They plan on your oppression every morning. You see what I'm saying? They plan on how many Negroes they're going to lock up today. Them Border Patrol agents, they plan on how many people they're going to stop from entering into this country, and how much of them they're going to detain or beat on or possibly murder for that day. They plan on these things. That's a part of a crafty council as well, on how they want to keep you down and oppressed and how they want to murder you every single day. They plotting on you every single day. I had a precept I wanted to pull too, just to let me Psalm 64. It kind of goes into the crafty counsel of everything as well.
Yeah, sir.
If you could, somebody pull that for me, because they plotting on you every single day, and it's on a minimalistic that compared to how they plot on you inside the White House and they Senate and Congress about how they want to pass these new laws and pass these new bills and stuff to further keep you oppressed. They constantly renovating, you know, they plans to murder you. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Start at verse 2.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Yes. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. This is a prayer that King David is having. He's talking to the Lord saying, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, you know, That lets you know that there's secret councils that these wicked nations have, and they plotting against you, just like they plotted against King David. They plotting against us today. You think they like to see Negroes on the corner talking about we the real Jews? You know what I'm saying? You think they like to see blacks and Hispanics waking up to their true identity? That's why they come out there and they offer, try to bribe us to get us off the corner. Commander Giuliani could never be bought. See what I'm saying? He can never be, you know what I'm saying, fail his oath. You see what I'm saying? But they got councils trying to get him to do that, trying to get other brothers to do that, and many other people, renegade Israelites have fallen victim to this. Keep going.
God, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come with God. Verse 3. Who wet their tongue like a sword, and their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yes. And then this is what we go through every single fucking day. That's slacking for my language. This is what we go through every day about how these workers of iniquity are rising up at a rapid rate. You see what I'm saying? And the ISBK is trying to combat that. We're trying to let y'all know through these classes, through the street outreaches. You know what I'm saying? Through food drives, through cookouts, through many different ways, through holding the Lord's annual Passover, holding the Lord's holiday, trying to combat the wickedness of this world. Now, what are you going to choose to do with the knowledge once you get it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll pass it on to the next brother, Slaki.
Go ahead, your time. Jump in, man.
I was going to say about Crafty Council, one of the biggest things they do with Crafty Council is they teach our people who are still in darkness, basically, that evil is good. They teach our brothers, with drill music and with all the movies, that selling dope is cool, killing your brother is cool, and that's they strategically do that. Like they have the little movie means, the producer means. And that's one of the heaviest ways. And other than that is try to discredit what the brothers here in the ISBK under Commander General Hanna is bringing out since 1969. They try to discredit that. I feel like those are the two main ways that they try to take Crafty Council against us today.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
Hey, if you could you keep going to verse 4?
Yeah, sir. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Mm-hmm. They don't want it to be known outwardly that hey, I hate them or I want to stop them. They doing it behind closed doors, and that's craftiness, like we brought out earlier. Keep going.
Salakia. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Also, so like at the perfect. I missed that part. At the perfect, we are the perfect. When we keep God's laws, we are that perfect that's being spoken of in this verse, right? Keep going, Salakia.
Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Mm-hmm. They encourage themselves in evil matter, meaning they are like, how we encourage ourselves to do something righteous, how we encourage ourselves to hey man, this is good, you've been doing good work, this and that. They encouraging themselves to do some more evil. Hey, that was some. Hey, you bombed the hell out them. Or you poison their water. It's been going on for years. Let's figure out some more stuff to do. You see what I'm saying? They have a zeal for evilness. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Keep going.
Middle of verse 5. They commune of laying snares privily.
That's what we're talking about. That's what Kareem Allah was bringing out. That's what Yatab saying about the music. That's what Kareem Allah was bringing about how these governments is coming together. And that's what I'm bringing out right now about how they laying snares. They're gonna poison your water. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna poison your food. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna get you for a tail light being out and bringing a K9 and plant some drugs in your car. They're gonna, these are the types of things that they do, tactics that they do to, keep you ensnared. You know what I'm saying? It's all from the smallest thing to the biggest thing for governments coming together, like you were saying about the UN and stuff like that. It starts like with the smallest thing, and we got to be mindful of this, and constantly being aware. Like, okay, they might try to trap me. Let me, what? As a black man, if I could sidebar real quick, as a black man in America or a Hispanic man in America, as a Native American in America, you know, walking down the street or when you see the police, it's like, damn, it's possibly could be some type of situation going on right now. This something could happen right now when I see these people, right? You got to be mindful of like, damn, even if you being just a good citizen, you got to be mindful of like, dang, okay, I know that these people is against me. You could be like, you try to have a confidence, but I ain't doing nothing wrong, so I'm good. But it's a lot of brothers and sisters that ain't been doing nothing wrong, but just caught at the wrong place and wrong time because they planned this for that day. You see what I'm saying? They planned to or they had the evil in their heart for that day, and they want to cause, you know, mischief for that day. They want to get them a murder under their belt. They want to, you know, whatever they got going on in their mental. Now, you just being a regular good citizen is not good enough for you to be protected inside America because they hate you in this place. They hate you everywhere else. The only thing that's going to protect you from being, you know, from these things is serving the Lord and following the Lord. He's can be the one that can shield you and protect you from the wickedness from these crafty counsels, from these snares that you can't see, from them and from these evil, wicked ways. Like a lot of people get scared of this Illuminati stuff. You know what I'm saying? They get all scared. Well, there's nothing we can do, or they scared to speak the truth because the FBI listening. You know what I'm saying? Like these serving the Lord will protect you from those things and will give you the confidence that you need, and that's how you can be perfect in this world. You see that? You see what King David's doing? King David is praying to the Lord for protection. This is what this is. You see what I'm saying? He's telling the Lord. He's just talking to the Lord about what's going on and what he's seeing and how he can't do nothing about it, but he knows what. But you know what King David knew? He knew that the Lord could do something about it. The Lord can stop these wicked men, these wicked nations from doing harm to him. And so he chose to serve the Lord and entreat into the Lord with a prayer. And it shows that you should learn something from that. He did it then, you should do it now, because ain't nothing new under the sun.
Nah, right, sir. That's right. That's facts. You feel me? That was happening, sir. If I could, let me see. I don't want that. Let me let's get into it, man. Let's go to the book of Exodus, chapter 1, and we're gonna start at verse 6.
I'll read it. The book of Exodus, chapter 1 and 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. Verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly, and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them.
So if I may, sir, so basically what's going on is, right, Joseph made Egypt a superpower. Joseph was one of the 12 sons of Jacob, whose name was changed into Israel. You understand? But I ain't gonna be too long-winded on this, but I'm just giving you a little bit of context of what's going on. So Joseph, him coming into Egypt and him basically using what the Lord gave him, because the Lord was with him in Egypt, he was able to save Egypt from famine, and not only save them from famine, make them a superpower on the earth at that time. You understand? And what happened was Joseph made Egypt a great empire. You understand? And then he came down there. He brought his brothers and his father down there. You understand? And their generation died off, and the children of Israel multiplied in the land of Egypt, and we was deep out there. You understand? Continue.
Verse 8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Right. Now, after the generations of Joseph, you understand, and his brothers, another king of Egypt rose up. You understand? And they say he knew not Joseph. Now, we live in America. I ain't never met Abraham Lincoln. You understand? I've never met none of these so-called forefathers of America, but I do know who they are. You understand? I do know the history of what they did in this land. You understand? So when it say this new king knew not Joseph, he knew who Joseph was. You understand? Like, he lives in the land of Egypt, and he understands how his empire was actually saved. When it say he knew not who Joseph was, it just means that he didn't give a damn about what Joseph did for the land.
Right, damn right.
Joseph was an Israelite. You understand? Joseph was a shepherd. You understand? These Egyptians, they didn't get along with shepherds. That was an abomination unto them. Like they wouldn't even eat with you if you raised up animals and fed flocks and all of that type of stuff because that's not their culture. You understand? So this new king, he didn't give a damn about the he didn't give a damn about all the good that Joseph did for his land. You understand? Continue, Baba Kashal, sir.
Verse 9, and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we.
Right. See, look, these damn Egyptians knew that there was no equality. You understand? These Egyptians knew that the children of Israel were more and better than them. You understand? This is crafty counsel that this new Pharaoh is taking up with his own people. You understand? He's sitting back and he went to go congregate with his own people. Like, look, man, these Israelites, man, it's more of them. They better than us. They stronger than us. Continue, sir.
Verse 10, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Right. This Egyptian Pharaoh, he said, come on, let us deal wisely with them. Meaning, let's take crafty counsel. Let's be sneaky and conniving on how we deal with these Israelites, you understand, to keep them up under us. Because if we get into it with another nation, you understand, they gonna fight against us with that other nation to get up out of this land, you understand? When we could just keep them up under our feet like we've been doing. You understand? Continue.
Like it. Verse 11. Therefore, did they set taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
Right. You understand? They put taskmasters over the children of Israel. Meaning what? They put slave masters over the children of Israel. You understand? And we built them treasure cities just like we do today in this empire. We built up San Francisco. We built San Bernardino, Los Angeles, New Orleans. You understand? Washington, D.C. All of these are treasure cities. What's a treasure city? A treasure city is a big city where oppressors make money. You understand? New York City, the biggest treasure city in America. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians built up these treasure cities because we were slaves to these goddamn New Age Egyptians or these New Age Romans. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you drive to these cities and you got to go to McDonald's or you got to go to anything that you need for any goddamn reason, who working in them damn establishments? It's the children of Israel. We work at McDonald's. We the clerks at the grocery stores. You understand? The East Indian owned the damn gas station, but he got a whole lot of blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians working in that damn gas station. You understand? Right. Because we building up these treasure cities for these goddamn heathens. You understand? We the ones that fill these football arenas, these basketball arenas. You understand? They selling tickets by the millions, you understand, and getting trillions and billions of dollars off the children of Israel because we are running this city, you understand? We lead from behind. We the ones that make the money for our oppressor, just like we did in the land of Egypt. You understand? Continue.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because the children of Israel.
Right. They keep afflicting the children of Israel right here in America as well. You understand? But meanwhile, Karadazar got like 17 kids. God. You understand? Like we keep multiplying because the Lord is with us. You understand? The Lord wants the children of Israel to be fruitful because he wants us to be a great and mighty nation. You understand? Right. You see it every day. You might have one Issacharite brother, one Issacharite sister. Between these two people, they probably got like 7 kids in one goddamn household. You understand? Mm-hmm. Look at the brothers from the tribe of Judah. You might got a brother, he got 6, 7 baby mamas like Lil Boosie or NBA Youngboy. These niggas are producing seed. You understand? That's because the children of Israel are fruitful. And the more they afflict us, the more we grow. And it said they was grieved at the sight of us. Your oppressor does not like to see you any goddamn where. Like, my rib tell me all the time, and I don't be paying no attention. I could be in a grocery store with my rib, and we got all our kids, and it's always some old white man or old white lady just looking at us like, who the hell do these niggas think they are being a family? You understand? Like, they really feel like that every time they see you. You understand? It grieves them at their heart. They look at you and it just vexes their soul. You understand? And that's what the Egyptians felt. You understand? Continue, Baba Kasha.
It's like, if I could, just real quick.
Please.
I ain't gonna be too long-winded, but it's like the Lord told when the Lord told Adam, you know, gave him the laws and stuff. He said, now go be fruitful and multiply. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that's gonna be in a brother from the jump. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna want to be fruitful and multiply. And it's like, I also want to add on this scripture how they said they were sore grieved. You got to put it into perspective. They afflicting us with hard bondage, hard labor, right? And when they afflicting us, you know, brothers is passing out. You gotta think put it into perspective on how they doing it. Nigga, brothers was dying from being overworked. Brothers was dehydrating. They was killing us. You know what I'm saying? Then just like they're killing us now. Like, these are the things that are going on. They're like, dang, I done killed. We done been killing them. We done been doing this, sir. We done been, afflicting them. We done been, all this, that, and the third. And they still is greater and mightier than us in number. You see what I'm saying? That's why they were so agreed. They was like, they still up there. Go ahead, Yatai.
Salakia, Planned Parenthood is Crafty Council. The same thing they did to Egypt. I think we're about to get into it. The same thing they did to Egypt, they're doing right now with Crafty Council.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tom, that's coming for sure.
Now, we want me to continue on the scripture?
Yeah, Baba Kasha, sir.
But the more they afflicted them, it's like I read that, and they grew. And when they were grieved because of the children of Israel, and the Egyptians, verse 13, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar, and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service, wherein they made them serve, was with rigor.
Right. They made the children of Israel serve with rigor. This is some more of that crafty counsel. They see that they've been afflicting us. Like you said, sir, brothers is passing out, you understand, dying from working. We getting killed by these damn Egyptians, and they keep afflicting us, and we keep growing mightier and mightier. So what they do, they made us serve with rigor. You understand? If you at your damn job 18 hours a day, you understand, you're going to be too tired to go in the house and go lay down with your rib and have some more kids. You understand? You're going to be too tired to do anything. You understand? You're going to go home, get you some eat, probably watch TV for a hot second, play with your kids for about 15 minutes, go to sleep, get back up, and go do it all over again. You understand? Because this is the crafty counsel, you understand, that these Egyptians took against the children of Israel to oppress us, so we don't become a mighty and strong nation that don't need to be dependent on these Egyptians. You understand? If you work all goddamn day, and like the scriptures say, wisdom come with asalaki. I'm a paraphrase. It's gonna be probably an ugly paraphrase, but wisdom cometh with leisure. Some I can't even paraphrase, but you get what I'm saying, sir.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but you understand, like, these Egyptians understood that, okay, if we keep oppressing these goddamn Israelites, you understand, then they're gonna become a weak nation, and they will never rise up out of this hell that we putting them in. You understand? Continue, Baba Kashar.
Verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shipra, and the name of the other Puah, and he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, see them upon the stools. If it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then ye shall live. Then
right.
She shall live.
Right. Like you were saying, your top, this Planned Parenthood right here in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
They seen that they were afflicting us so much and it was to no avail that they went to drastic measures and went to go holler at 2 Hebrew midwives sisters that helped other sisters give birth to their children, and they was like, look, check this out. If it's a boy, if it's a male child, you understand, when you help these sisters deliver, then you should kill them. And the reason why they was going to kill the male child is because these Egyptians understood that a nation comes from the seed of a man. You understand? They understand that you are who your father is. And if we cripple the nation of these men, then y'all can't grow how y'all been growing. You understand? And then it said, let the women live. You know what I mean? Or let the female child live. That's exactly what goes on here in America. You understand? When you jump out your car in the inner city streets of America, you understand? Who you see in America? Basically, the movers and shakers in the black community. It's sisters. You understand? Most of the brothers is in jail or on a back street somewhere trying to sell some drugs or pull a scam. You understand? But for the most part, you understand, the brothers out of the nation of Israel, we being hunted down by these goddamn oppressors. And the sisters, what they doing? They got all of these medical assistant jobs. You understand? They the social workers. You understand? They the nurses. They the CNAs and the RNAs. You understand? Because the Egyptian pharaoh that we live in today in this land, he gonna let that woman live. You understand? Because he understands that she's not going to make a nation. You understand? Now, she's a part of that nation, but at the same time, no, without the men, she's going to have to go deal with a heathen man, you understand, or a Caucasian man, or not have any children at all, and it's going to cripple the nation of Israel. You understand? Continue.
It's like, if I could, and it's crazy to me that, you know, brothers are serving with rigor, brothers out there serving hard bondage,
right?
And they still going home and making them babies, you know what I'm saying? Like, brothers still going home like, hey, I'm gonna find some pleasure in this life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like 14 hour days. Brothers like, shit, if I don't do nothing else, this is what I'm gonna do before I go to bed. You know what I'm
saying? and what you saying is so. Go ahead, your time. You was about to say something.
I was just gonna say, another reason about them letting the women live, you look back at Eve in the garden. She was the one deceived. The man can't be easily deceived as a woman.
Damn right. Damn right.
Fact. What you just said was so heavy. You understand? Like Commander General Yohana said years ago, they not putting black women over black men because they love you or because they care about you. They set you up over us so they can rob you. You understand? That's exactly what the hell is going on in the black community. They know a sister, she gonna be looking for all of these sales and these deals to spend all of her goddamn money to give it back to the Caucasian man or give it back to any type of oppressor, you understand? Because she got the money to do it. You understand? When brothers is in power, we kind of like, yeah, I don't even need to buy that. You understand? It's not easy to deceive a black, Latino, or Native Indian man like it is a woman. You understand? This is why you get the term naive. You understand? Naive mean you kind of green or you know what I'm saying? Like you really ain't up on the game or you don't know what's really going on. You understand? And that term comes from the Bible because Eve didn't understand that the serpent was setting her up just to rob her. You understand? She thought, okay, this is a cool way of life. You understand? It seems good. Maybe I should go ahead and listen to these philosophies that he giving me. You understand? Maybe it'll make my life better. He beguiled her and said she was going to be like God. You understand? When Adam was already a God over everything on earth. You understand? And she was just supposed to follow up on him. But she took the route of Beyonce, the independent woman, you understand? The hot girl summer in the Garden of Eden. And what happened? Death came into the world, you understand? But Salakia, let me see. You can read verse 17 and I'm gonna drop that one.
Oh, yes, I bet. The book of Exodus, chapter 1 and 17. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive.
Right. You understand? These sisters, they understood that they was not to kill their nation off. You understand? They feared the Lord. They understood that they were supposed to love their own people. They wasn't scared of what Pharaoh was going to do to them. They were scared of what the Lord was going to do to them. You understand? And that's what's going on with the men and the women in the ISUBK up under Commander General Yana. We don't fear the slave master. You understand? We don't fear getting everything taken from us. We don't fear death. You understand? We fear the Lord. You understand? This is why brothers put their lives on a line day in and day out by teaching these classes. You understand? Going to camp, talking about stuff that's unpopular in the earth as far as blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians being the children of Israel. You understand? And we do it every day. You understand? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. You understand?
Damn right. Damn right.
If I could, sir, yeah, we gonna definitely have to do a part 2 of this. If I could, sir, let me get Judges the 6th chapter.
What verse, sir?
Let me see. I think I want Judges 6. You can start at 1.
This is Judges, chapter 6, verse 1. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Midian 7 years.
Right. That's what happens to the children of Israel when we do evil in the sight of the Lord. When we try to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. When we worship these other gods. You understand? When we follow the holidays of these heathen nations. The Lord delivers us up to another nation of people for us to be depressed. For us to be oppressed and destroyed by these people, because the Lord is a righteous father to the children of Israel. The Lord ain't finna just come down with a belt and beat you behind and put you on punishment. Nah, he a spiritual father. You understand? He gonna chastise you in ways that you will not believe. You understand? And the number one way that he has chastised the children of Israel, by sending the same nation after you. You understand? That you want to be like, he'll send that same nation to rule over you and oppress you and slaughter you and rape you and rob you and murder you. You understand?
Right. If I could, just real quick, like, that's what a lot of Negroes got to realize, that they don't realize today, and this is why this is such a heavy topic, that you've been lied to, and the manipulation is not by coincidence. It's not by circumstance. It's not by your situation that you're living in. It's not by circumstance. Partly it's our fault for disobeying the Lord, but a lot of it comes from Esau being who Esau is, or, these other nations being true to who they are, and that's, hating you to your core. And the Lord hates, the Lord, like, whoa, I just said that, a lot of people going, Christians out there going to think, oh, damn, no, the Lord does hate. And the Lord hates when you join into these other nations and choose to serve their gods. The Lord hates when you join into these other nations and try to be like them. And this is why brothers and sisters getting gunned down in the street, to show you, the Lord is showing you that, hey, this nation that you're trying to be joined unto is not of you. You see what I'm saying? And I hate that you joined unto them. So let me show you that they're your enemy by your brother dying, by your sister getting an abortion. Let me show you that they're, against you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the police shooting black men in the middle of the street, Hispanics in the middle of the street, and getting off scot-free. You see what I'm saying? That's why they can commit these heinous acts against, millions on millions on millions of Israelite brothers and sisters, blacks, Latinos, and natives, and get off scot-free and nobody hold them accountable. The Lord is constantly going to show you that these are your enemies and not to be joined into them. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right, sir. And if I may too, sir, that was the point that you just brought out. I got a precept for that. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. You understand? Like these goddamn heathens, they have forwarded the affliction of the children of Israel. The Lord was only displeased with us a little bit at first. You understand? Like enough for you to be able to oppress us for a time. You understand? We come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and that be that. But nah, they furthered the affliction. You understand? They took our heritage from us. They took our resources from us. You understand? They have indoctrinated our women to slaughter our damn babies in these damn abortion clinics. You understand? They put black exploitation films on us in the 70s and had our young brothers and sisters being drug dealers, pimps, and hoes in the early and mid 80s. You understand? All the way up until today. You understand? But Salak, sir, like what you just said was so heavy.
No, real talk. You have anything you want to add, your talk?
Yeah, go ahead, you top. Get in there.
I was just gonna say, like, Officer Karatas, I was bringing out, like, trying to be like our oppressor. The original gangsters was Italians, and you know the Tommy guns with Al Capone and all them. Those are our oppressors.
Right.
And the Italians hate us. They are what they call us Mulianis and stuff like that, eggplants. But that's who we try to be like. We try to be gangsters like our oppressors. And you see how it ends. We slaughtering each other.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
the Lord showing you that, you know, that way of living is not meant for you. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of us got to realize that. I mean, a lot of it we did coming into this truth, but a lot of it, I'll say us because y'all my brothers and sisters as well. Like a lot of us as Blacks, Hispanics, they got to realize that, like, when we live in these ways, like you adopt the identity of the people you're trying to live like. When you're trying to live like a Muslim, you're gonna be a wild man like Ishmael was. When you try to live like an Edomite, you're gonna be subject to you know, being a predator or being, you know, the wild. I could go in all day with what Esau be doing. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You're gonna be subject to being like an Edomite.
Yeah,
like you're gonna be subject to being like a Moabite, a Chinese man, or a Japanese man if you choose to adopt their ways. Like you see it all the time. People, you know, certain brothers get a little tail from let's say an Edomite woman, and now the brother talking soft, and you know he's saying his R's are a little bit more harder. You know what I'm saying? Talking a little bit more proper. You know, he cares about certain things that regular Negroes don't give a damn about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He eats his meat bloody, and you know, he losing the brother. He losing himself. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He thinks love is for everybody. He can't agree with you by telling you can't agree with you because why? You know, he got a white woman at home. You can't be right. You know what I'm saying? Now he can't grasp the knowledge of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He can't grasp his identity. Like it's a dangerous game you playing. You know what I'm saying? By being joining yourself onto these other nations. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's heavy, sir. And another example, a cold, unfortunate example that I've seen plenty of times is a lot of these Judite brothers in California, especially up here in Northern California, these niggas are infatuated with these Moabite women. Like ridiculous. You understand? Like, just quick sidebar, like I got a brother in the world, you understand? Brother I've been knowing for quite some. This brother is married to a Chinese girl, you understand? When you go to this brother's house, it's all type of shrines of Asian shit, excuse my French, all around this brother's house. They got pictures of her ancestors. Every time they cook a damn meal, they bring a plate to the damn picture.
Oh, wow.
And sit it in front of the ancestors like they really finna eat this shit. Excuse my French. This nigga got a 5-pound bag of rice in the corner of the house. I'm like, bro, black people. Bro, you know what I'm saying? They man, it's just ridiculous. You understand? But that was heavy what you were saying though. If you get time, go back to Judges 6 and 2, Baba Kashan.
Khan. This is Judges 6 and 2. And the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel. And because of the Midianites, the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains and caves and strongholds.
Right. These Midianites, you understand, which this was the Midianites are the children of that Moses's father-in-law came from. I believe the Midianite eventually they married until the Ishmaelites. So a lot of Arab people have Midianite blood in them today. You understand? But what happened was these Midianites oppressed the children of Israel so much that we had to live in dens in caves. You understand? This is the equivalent of homeless people having shacks on the side of the goddamn road. You understand? This is how poor the children of Israel was back then when we was getting oppressed by these Midianites. Continue, Baba Kashaf.
And so it was when Israel had sown that the Midianites came up, and the Amalekites, and the children of the east, even they came up against them.
Right. Not only the Midianites, but the Amalekites, the so-called Jewish people. You understand? And the children of the east, which being the Moabites and the Ammonites. You understand? They came up against the children of Israel while we was in the field trying to sow seed to grow food to sustain our nation. You understand? Continue, Baba Kashaf.
And they encamped against us and destroyed the increase of the earth.
Read that one more time.
And they encamped against us and destroyed the increase of the earth.
Right. This is crafty counsel once again. They came up against the children of Israel, hated us so goddamn much that they destroyed our damn food. That's what your oppressor does today. You understand? They put all type of genetic modified organisms, you understand, in your food and sell you all of this filthy food, you understand, in these grocery stores that's destined for blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, and we die from unspeakable diseases because they plant in our food. That's what these goddamn heathens did back then. Instead of having they didn't have the technology that they have today. So instead of giving you a genetically modified organism, they'll just destroy your goddamn crops and you'll go hungry and die. You understand? Right.
Salaki, if I may.
Go ahead, please.
The same thing that these Edomites did to the tribe of Gad. They slaughtered all the buffalo when they needed it during the winter, so they couldn't eat.
Hold on, you Tom. You jumped the gun on me. You jumped the gun on me because we about to read about that right here. You understand?
Kind. And destroyed the increase of the earth till thou came unto Gaza and left no sustenance for Israel, neither sheep nor ox nor ass.
God, what you just said they did to the Israelites?
Man, they slaughtered the ox.
Come on, man. This is right here in the Bible. You understand? Salakia, let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 31. I'm going to just read it real quick, Baba Kashaf, for time's sake. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter, Salakia. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 31. Bear with me. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. You understand? This is the Native Indians getting all the buffaloes slaughtered by William Buffalo Bill. You understand? Buffalo Bill was a cold Edomite. You understand? He used to slaughter the buffaloes for sports. This is where you get the football team from, the Buffalo Bills. Mm-hmm. Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. The sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. You understand? This is the curse in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, that we've seen happen with these Midianites and today. You understand? An ass is a horse or a donkey, some type of means of transportation. You understand? They take away your horse every goddamn day in this empire. When they pull you over in your car, you understand? Brothers driving on suspended license, you understand? Or you might not even have suspended license. They just pulling you over because you're a nigga, or you a Latino, you understand? Or you're a Native Indian, you understand? It's called a routine traffic stop, but they really pulling you over, you understand? In order to take your transportation from you. You understand? To oppress you further and further, just like you said earlier, when they have these meetings before they go out on patrol every goddamn day. They come together in them meetings and they taking crafty counsel on how to oppress you every goddamn day in this empire. Continue. Please.
Y'all got to see this damn picture. I wish you can bring it up on the screen. I'm gonna try to show y'all. Salaki, kind of bright.
Oh man,
y'all see that? Salaki. I'm trying to show it, but
that's the pile of buffalo, sir.
That's a pile of buffaloes. You see what I'm saying?
Hi, sir.
That's how much they hated you. You see what I'm saying? Like, because the Gadites didn't just use it for food. I mean, if you ever had bison, it's some good eating. You know what I'm saying? It's good food. But they use it for clothes, blankets. You know what I'm saying? Certain brothers, use it for the horns or shafar. Like they use it for so many different things. And they was like, you know what? It's a war tactic that they still use to this day. Like, let's take over their crops, let's take over their farmland, and let's starve them out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not only kill them, but let's just starve them out. Let's make them suffer. You know what I'm saying? That's some wicked stuff that these people doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you will only do that to people that you hate, people that you want to see die and destroyed. Like, that's not that far ago. This said, what does this picture say? It said this was in Michigan, Rogueville, Michigan in 1892.
Ooh,
that's almost the beginning of the 19th century. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Not too far ago. Not too long ago. Like, we're that energy that they had then ain't changed from now. You see what I'm saying? Edomites honor their ancestors from the 1800s, still to this day.
To this day,
like they know who they were back then, just like they know who they are now. But look how much have we fallen from grace? We don't realize who we are. You see what I'm saying? We don't understand it, and that's why we think that we can be joined to them. That's why we go begging to them. That's why we go, asking them for all these, asking them to help us and please stop killing us. It's time to gird up your loins, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man.
Damn right.
Protect yourself from your enemy and learn that, hey, they not gonna change. Like Esau is not gonna change who he is. He don't want to change. He hates the Lord and he hates you. Just like Ham hated you too. The Egyptians hated you too. These other nations hate you. This is because a couple of them cool and like Lil Wayne. What happened with Lil Wayne? The police officer saved your life. That's the Lord that did that. Put it on that Edomite spirit. The Lord can put it on the Edomite spirit to do something nice for you. That don't mean that them as a nation love you. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean them as a nation are your friends. Like you need to stop looking at your fellow black man, Hispanic man, or each other as the enemy, and realize that you got a real enemy that hates your guts and wants to see you die. Like they want to see you die slowly, fast, in all types of ways. You see what I'm saying? They want to kill your babies. They want to kill your unborn baby. They want to kill your grandma. They want to kill your grandpa. They want to take you out the house and lock you up for life and have you die slowly in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different ways that these people want to kill you, and it all ties into Crafty Counsel. Like, I remember I was reading in school. I ain't gonna be slacking for being long-winded, but I remember I was reading in school.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You too wild.
They used to have these councils in and I wish I had the article still, but I was back I was like a junior or a sophomore in school, and this stuck to me to this day. These people will have councils on ways to kill people and torture methods, like create the creation of torturing devices, and they will come together and think of ways of what was the worst way to kill somebody. You see what I'm saying? That's why you see, like, if you look back, like they had them chairs with all them nails and spikes in it, or they had like these little devices that go around your finger and like certain stuff, like of ways to kill a person. You drill something into their head, like certain stuff. Like it was crazy, some of the stuff that they would come up with, and some of them they would deem too cruel, and some of them they would deem safe or good for human use. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it stuck with me to this day because I'm like, damn, they doing that today. They coming out with new innovative ways to murder people. Obviously, they trying to do it more sleek and more slick. Let's just poison their water, or let's just starve them out. Let's kill all their buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like let's poison their food with GMOs and say then come up with the excuse, oh, we being undersupplied by it's too many people, overpopulation, and so we got to make sure we got to add these chemicals to keep pesticides and all this type of stuff out. But really, it's to turn black men gay. You know what I'm saying? It's to turn. They putting all these all this stuff into this food to turn black men gay. That to poison your food. You can't grow and be as strong as you want. Your lungs is inflamed, your intestines is inflamed. Like you're getting all these diseases. Like it's stuff that they're doing to keep you down and out and keep you dead. I mean, and to kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn right, sir. Hell yeah.
Salaki. I ain't mean to be too long.
The wife, sir. That was it on that?
Yeah.
Where was you at, your top?
Verse 5.
Okay, Khan, please.
Verse 5. For they came up with their cattle and their tents, and they came as grasshoppers for multitude, for both they and their camels were without number, and they entered into the land to destroy it.
Right. They came deep into the land to destroy it. This is exactly what the conquistadors, the Jesuit priests did. Christopher Columbus, you understand? All of these goddamn so-called Caucasians, you understand, that sailed over here from Europe, you understand? And speaking of the Romans too, Yatab, Christopher Columbus was a goddamn Roman. Mm-hmm. Italians love Christopher Columbus. You understand? On Columbus Day, the Italians have big parades for Christopher Columbus because they understand that that's their people, you understand? And they understand how much murder and evil that he did for them to be able to live in this land deliciously. You understand? Salakia. Continue, Baba Kasha.
Verse 6. And Israel was greatly impoverished because of the Midianites, and the children of Israel cried unto the Lord.
You understand? All of this crafty counsel, you understand, had us impoverished under these Midianites. You understand? And we cried unto the Lord. And this is one thing that the children of Israel, we have to understand. Of course, the Lord is going to hear our cries. You understand? He's going to hear our suffering. But let's come back to the law, statutes, and commandments abundant Commander General Yana up in his eyes should be K, so we don't have to cry unto the Lord. You understand? So the Lord is with us because we keep his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Like that's been the spirit of Israel since the days of old. You understand? Whenever we get afflicted by these other nations, then we want to remember ourselves. You understand? And Barakatah Yahweh Shah for the Lord being so merciful to the children of Israel. Because the Lord in that land, you understand, where I send y'all to be slaves and be afflicted at, you understand? If y'all remember yourselves in that land, I'm paraphrasing, then I'm going to come and help y'all. You understand? And that's exactly what the Lord has did with the men and the women and the children and I should be kept under Commander General Yohana. You understand? We here in this land being impoverished and afflicted just like the rest of our brothers and sisters in this hellish empire of America or Trinidad and Tobago or the UK or wherever a goddamn Edomite or heathen rules at. You understand? But it's a little bit more better for the people in the I should be kept under Commander General Yohana because the Lord has seen that we want out of being afflicted by these nations. You understand? We want our culture to thrive. You understand? We came back into the law, statutes, and commandments of being in this truth, not because we wanted to, but the Lord chose certain men and women to actually come back to make his promise not void. You understand? And in doing so, the Lord has mercy on the men, women, and children that I should be kept under Commander General Yohana. But the only way that the Lord will have mercy on you in this empire is you got to come back to your culture. You got to forsake Christmas, Halloween, all of these weird ways of life. You understand? This strange food, these strange women. You understand? These strange holidays, all of this worshiping America and you understand, want to marry your spirit to this so-called melting pot of being in this empire. You understand? Because if we don't come up out of her, Like in Revelations, the 18th chapter, Christ said, look, man, I mean, Slaki, the Lord said, come out of her, my people, that we don't receive her plagues. You understand? And what's a plague that's going to hit this empire? Famine, disease, you understand? Being killed, you understand? Just all type of madness. But continue, Baba Kashan, Salakia.
Verse 7. And when it came to pass, when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord because of the Midianites, that the Lord sent a prophet unto the children of Israel, which said unto them, thus said the Lord God of Israel, I brought you up from Egypt and brought you forth out of the house of bondage, and I delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of all that oppressed you, and drave them out from before you and gave you their land. And I said unto you, I am the Lord your God. Fear not the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell, but ye have not obeyed my voice.
Right. This is what the Lord is saying to the children of Israel day in and day out. See the prophets of the ISUBK under Commander General Yana screaming at you on the street corners to come out of this ideology of America. You understand? We giving you the medicine, like a lot of these black entertainers like to come out and be like, well, how are we going to rise as a people? Or how are we going to come together as a nation? And how are black people going to pull themselves up by their bootstraps? Man, you got to come into the ISUBK. Like when this is how you properly cry to the Lord. You don't get on your knees and say, God, can you please help me pay this rent? And you still keep smoking weed, eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You cry unto the Lord by changing your ways. You cry unto the Lord by wearing these mitris. You understand? By wearing your shields, by celebrating the Lord's Passover. You understand? By telling your kids, nah, we don't celebrate Christmas. Santa Claus is not real. We're not going to Big Mama house to eat that nasty dry turkey and that ham on Thanksgiving. That's how you cry unto the Lord. You cry unto the Lord by changing your ways, coming back to your own culture and loving your nation of people and forsaking the love of the rest of these heathen nations. You understand? But Salakia, let me get let me see. Man, I don't got that much time. We gonna have to do a part 2 on this, y'all. You understand? Anything?
Not too well. It's an excellent. The water for having me on here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. If y'all could, Baba Kasha, man, tap in with me next week because I definitely need y'all for part 2. We're gonna go into the Maccabees, we're gonna go into the Greeks, the Romans, you understand? We gonna go into the Babylonian captivity with Daniel, you understand? I had a lot of precepts, but it's gonna take us probably a whole nother 2 hours to run down these next precepts, you understand? But that concludes this episode of Nothing New Under the Sun. Make sure y'all tune in next week for part 2 of Crafty Council. We gonna get into some heavy stuff next week. You understand? Most High in Christ, I want to say the water to Officer 1000 Karadazar for tapping in with me, the water for tuning in with me, sir. You know what I'm saying? And holding it down with me, my nigga. Your time, I definitely appreciate you, bro. You understand? You got the link. You understand? You already tapped in. So whenever you want to go live, you understand? If you see me on live, I'm gonna tap in with you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to teach a class with me, go ahead. You know, I damn near teach a class every single day. You know, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Monday night history class. Tuesday night, the Tuesday night brotherhood class on this same channel. Wednesday night, the Wednesday night law class with Sir Natazab. We doing dropping jewels Wednesday after the law class, and then we got the Friday Lashawan Quadat class. Y'all Tawab, y'all sure y'all want to say nothing?
I mean, hey, separate yourself from America. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next week.
Damn right, sir. You top?
The water for having me, sir.
Oh man, it's no sweat. I definitely appreciate your presence, man. You got to come full with me on this thing. You know, Karada, man. The channel been missing you, sir. You know what I'm saying? This was With that being said, y'all by Shem Shah Barak Thumb to the brothers. Y'all Thumb by Shem Shah to the sisters. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.